Much like a good sports car receives praise for the predictability of its grip and braking performance, the best 3D platformers provide predictable jumping and movement to create a sense of rhythm and control. While the Sonic the Hedgehog games of the past have almost always understood this, Sonic Lost World does not, making the Blue Blur's latest outing a clumsy, ungainly 3D platformer that doesn't do Sega's mascot justice. To its credit, Lost World does look the part. The frame rate is hard locked at a smooth 60, and the visual motifs of each distinct world feel appropriately Sonic. From the traditional Green Hill style opening to the beach and casino themed areas, almost every level recalls a well-loved stage from Sonic's past. Colors are well saturated, but occasionally flat looking, lacking the depth and vibrancy I look for in a palette this varied. Though it subdues Lost World's look ever so slightly, it certainly doesn't keep it from being pleasant to look at. Sonic Lost World is a strange sort of design feat where no one thing is broken, but a perfect storm of subtle tuning decisions throw a monkey wrench into the works. The most immediately apparent issue is how controlling Sonic feels. He doesn't really accelerate the way he has in the past. Instead, moving the left stick puts him directly into a leisurely jog that feels more Italian plumber than Blue Hedgehog. And even when you depress the right trigger to dash, his speed feels lacking. I never felt like the speed demon I wanted to be. As underwhelming as I found Sonic's speed on the ground, I was floored by how sharply it dropped off in mid-air. Leaps fall far short of what I expected based on my running speed, so I had to rely on the double jump, which returns here from Sonic Colors, to ford even the smallest looking gaps. Wall running is now a common way for Sonic to get around as well, but again, his speed here is painfully lacking. A new secondary lock-on attack has you homing in on foes and punting them forward to clear out their buddies, but whenever you use it, everything jerks to a halt, interrupting your flow of movement. At nearly every opportunity, Lost World got between me and the speed I craved. The Super Mario Galaxy-inspired level designs compound these problems. Sure, they open up some welcome possibilities for exploration, but inserting light puzzles and placing much of the 3D landscape on cylinders and spheres necessitates a bunch of lateral movement, which is directly at odds with my natural hedgehog instinct to speed towards the horizon. Even the 2D sections lack the rhythm and cohesion the franchise is known for. The same awkward jumping and sluggish movement carry over, exacerbated by the fact that Sonic has a tendency to wall run on any vertical surface he's near while airborne. Brief, scripted moments attempt to convey Sonic's speed, but these mostly amount to mini cutscenes that take control out of your hands. A handful of levels did manage to get out of my way long enough to build up some legitimate speed, but for the most part I was stuck watching Sonic go fast rather than making him go fast. Finally, the main villains put up some of the most boring fights in the series' history, while spouting winners like this.
I've been dreaming about pounding his sorry blue butt!
And don't get me started on Lost World's Ice Act. Having Sonic spent an entire level as a giant snowball to slip and slide slowly and uncontrollably across narrow ledges is the exact opposite of fun.
Does this mean no dessert?
After the success of Sonic 4, Colors, and Generations, this is a big disappointment for Sega's speeding Blue Bullet. Sonic Lost World clumsily tears all the wrong pages out of the Super Mario Galaxy playbook, and in so doing, loses the breathless speed and fluidity that makes a Sonic game a Sonic game. Its visuals may talk the talk, but the rest of the package just can't walk the walk, much less run it. For more on Sonic Lost World, be sure to keep it here on IGN.